This is going to be a very good portrait project for you. I'm going to give you some feedback, some reminder, what you're going to look for, also try to prevent the issues. I can see that you got all the proportion correctly and everything looks very much there. I'm going to talk about using angular measurement in the portrait double checking. The angle of the eyes is exactly like the photo reference. It looks just great. The corner of the eye over here, this angle, is not like going that deep. I think it's a little bit longer on this side. That make the eye a little bit wider. And also the upper eyelid look like, and the double line is going a little bit more on this side. That open up his face look a little bit happier. Also on the other side, most people actually making the same mistake again and again. I just want to remind you that always double check with a vertical or angular line, comparing the reference with your drawing. Okay, that is on this side. You can see this, actually you can draw a line like this. You can see on the left side of the face, there is a line going down like this. It's not just vertical. It's actually going a little bit tilted outside. And then coming over here and make a little turn, a soft turn right here. And then going down like this way. You see, right here, you have very curved line. It's slowly coming down. So this part, it's almost look like a part of a circle. So compared to your drawing, your left side of the face, the sideburn is here and the ear is here, and now you're coming toward different from the photo reference, and then you draw this like almost tip it to the bottom of the chin. It's not supposed to be like that, so let's change it. Let's come down, come over here like this. So I'm gonna draw a line like that, and then we're coming down over here and make a little curve, and then going a little bit more circle. Maybe after he shaved the beard, it will look like that, but judging from the photo reference, it should be going out a little bit more curved, a little bit more rounded at the bottom. Also on this side, coming over here and going out a little bit over here, like that. Okay, I'm going to erase the line over here. And then we're going to do the comparison. And should be going out like this and coming through. So we're going to shade it. This is the part of the hair like this. And you got it right. And part of it probably catch the shadow in the background. So you don't have to worry about that. So, and this is part of the beard, the facial hair coming here. And in that case, you don't have to use that corner in forcing it, make it so happy. You probably can start over here and move it like that, and upper lip a little bit thicker, and you draw the mouth it a lot wider than the photo reference, and maybe you got it right. I'm just looking at the photo reference how to compare it, and the nose looks a little bit too narrow. We're gonna move it out a little bit. Comparing the corner of the eye, it looks like it should coming a little bit more outside. And the eyebrows need to be a little bit thicker. It's a little bit too thin. Okay. The second thing, pay more attention to the big area value. Start over here on this side of the nose. I want you to look for this part. This the whole shape. It's actually darker. You want to see this. It's a little bit darker compared to the other area. And also on this side, this whole area here is need to tone down and include in the corner of the eye over here, including the outside. I know you can see lots of detail inside of that by looking at the local area, but when you see the global comparison in this area, it actually a little bit darker. The whole thing darker. So you can show it that actually the face turning to the other side, turning like that. And also the sideburn over here and the side of the face over here, I wanted to make it a little bit darker. This is the area that I'm going to talk about that again and again in the future videos. And over here, and this part also a little bit darker too. Like this. So give the nose area here a little bit lighter. And shaded that area so you can see the facial structure turning, and not just capture the location of eye, the nose, or the details. I want you to pay more attention, and this is also a piece of shape over here, a little bit darker too, like that. And I'm going to shade it a little so you can see a little bit easier. Like that. The next thing would be how we're going to make our ear appear to be a little bit backward. How far is the ears from the front? How can we suggest the distance? I would make the ears a little bit darker. So I'm going to make the ear to be a little bit darker and also a little bit less contrast. From the perspective theory, the ear in the little bit farther distance, so it should be have less contrast and also a little bit closer to the background color. I will still have a little suggestions of the details, but however, I don't want the ear to pop so much, so I'm going to have the ear a little bit to the back. Now we come down to the last part, that is we need to put something in the background. I want the value of the ear very close to the value of the background color. But the background color can be anything. You can choose whatever the color you want, and could be his favorite color or your favorite color. Over here, I'm going to shade it a little bit darker, and you decide on what color you want. And probably not really bright colors. Don't use too bright of colors. Like that. The background color is usually really help to create a space. Like that on this side. You can do it all the way to the other side. Now you can see the value of the ears very close to the value of the background color. In that case, the ear would appear to be a little bit more backward instead of coming to the front. And also want to talk about the color of the neck. I don't want the color of the neck is so light over here, so create so much contrast. It's kind of pop up a lot more. So I'm going to have it shaded a little bit darker and have this transition a little bit closer. So I'm going to let go of that line that I just drew it a moment ago. So instead, I'm just going to have a little bit smoother transition from this color to the other color. So make the neck looks like a little bit rounded. And if we're going to make the background over here a little bit darker too, tone it down a little bit darker. I hope this feedback is helpful for you to continue for this watercolor portrait painting. Let's all have fun together.